Hello, good evening, everybody. That was such a wonderful video. I really enjoyed watching it. Hope you did too. So you're watching Shalini here, and you're watching me on VELAMMAL NEXUS YouTube Live. And I'm the founder and director of Phonics Power, South India's leading phonics center. And you all know what we're going to do today. It's going to be a continuation of what we did yesterday. So, do you remember what we did yesterday? Yeah, yes, that's right. So we did some sounds, right? So we learned some sounds. We learned nearly 12 sounds. Can we check whether you all remember the sounds like your friend did? Yeah, let's start. So what is the first sound? The next sound? Ulta bulta. So what is the sound? Ah, ah, ah. Can you do the action? Yes, that's right. Hey, hey. You should use both your hands. Okay, both your hands. Eh, eh. Softly, just whisper the sound. The next sound, roll your tongue and say, hmm. Curly cur, kicking cur. Both make the same sound. And what sound does a kicking cur make? And this, eh, eh. Rrr, rrr. Mm, mm. D, d, d. So these are the sounds we did yesterday, and today we are going to start with the remaining sounds. But before going to the next set of sounds, do you want to know what are the five basic skills that we teach in Jolly Phonics? I'm going to teach you step by step of for using how to use phonics for reading and spelling. So that is what we are going to do today, isn't it? Apart from the new sounds that we are going to learn, we are also going to learn how to read using phonics and how to spell using phonics, isn't it? Yeah, that's what we have planned for today. So there are many ways to blend or put the sounds together to read words. And I can teach you some of the techniques that we use in our center, phonics center. And one of it is called drive-through blending. What is drive-through blending? What is this? It's a cute little car, and all I need is just a car, and I need a slate like this. We learned these sounds yesterday, isn't it? We learned these sounds yesterday, and we are ready to blend the sounds together to get the word. Are you ready? Yeah. So now I have the car with me, and I'm going to drive through the sounds, and I'm going to teach you how to read words using drive-through phonics, drive-through blending. So the first sound is k, and I go slowly to the next sound, ah, and then t. Maybe a grandpa is driving this car, so it's going too slowly, isn't it? Can you try again? Yeah, we are in the grandpa's car. So, k, ah, and now get back, take it out. Now we are going to ride with our dad. So dad drives little faster, isn't it? Can we go little faster now? K, at. Can you do it with me? K, at. That's right. So we are out of it. And mom is very angry with daddy now. So she is driving the car quite fast, faster than grandpa and dad. So she goes like this. Cat. Oh my god, I dropped it. Let's go little fast. Cat. Cat. And what is the word? Cat. Okay, so the first time I did it slowly so that the children can pick up blending. So you cannot expect the child to blend. It's not magic. They cannot blend overnight. You need to do a lot of practice with them. It is a skill that we teach them. It is equivalent to any other skill that you can teach a child. So the first sound we go this way. At. Grandpa's driving. So take it out. The next, dad. So at. That's the second type that you will do. Second time you will do it. And the third time, angry mom. So at. Cat. And she goes, cat. What is the word? Cat. So this is called drive-through blending. Okay. So there is one more way to do blending. Not necessary you always have to have a car, but you can also use your fingers, right? So you all you need to have is your fingers, and you put your fingers on the sound buttons. What are these called? You can call it sound dots or sound buttons. Okay, so the word goes like this: k, a, cat. Second time, third time, cat. And just smoothly, yeah, yes, yes, just follow my fingers. First time, k, a, cat, cat, and then cat. Together, fast. You need to do it at a faster pace. The same technique I can teach you with another way. All you need to have is a string. It might maybe an elastic. So children know that the sounds are apart. When the sounds are apart, so you just pull the string. Okay, so their sounds are apart now, so they go slowly. Sorry, I should start here. Ah, can we go? Ah. Now go faster. Let me just little bit, bring the cards together. So at, little faster. At, and then almost together. Sat, sat. So this is, you can teach this. You don't need to have anything. It doesn't need any much of resources. All you need is just a string and then flashcards. You can make your own flashcards. So all you need is just a string and the flashcards. So initially they understand that the sounds are apart, and I say it slowly, and I go ah. And then when it comes little closer, I said at, little faster, and then sat. This is another type of blending. And now I can show you another type which I use it in most of my trainings, and this is called arm blending. Okay, so the word is ant. What is the word? Ant. So if I have to use my fingers, how will I go? Ah, mm, ant. And then the third time, little faster, ant. Okay, now I'm going to use the same sounds on my arm. Okay, and I look at the letters and I say a, mm, and now faster, put it together, ant. So all these techniques point out to only one thing, that the sounds are apart, and I'm going to put these sounds together to get the word. Okay, so we can also go this way. All I need is just my flashcards, and I'm going to take these cards. So what is the sound? Okay, A. So together, t, A, T. Say, all of you say t, E, t, E, T. Okay, and now it becomes T, and then I put a P at the end. So T, T, P, and then together it says tip. And I can also do this. T, E, put it together. T, E, T, E, T, E, T. So T. Say T, T, tip. Together it is tip. Okay, I can teach you a blending song I learned from some of my trainee friends, and I can teach you this. The song goes like this. The sound is p and a. So the song goes like this: and together makes it pa, 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 pa. When I put I put it at the end. Pa, makes it pan. Can you hear it? Pa, makes it pan. I'm just going to say, change the sound. I'm just going to change the vowel sound now. So I go this way. What is the sound? A. Together says P. 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 Pa and E. Together makes it P. 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 When I put a T, I put it at the end. P. Makes it fit. Can you hear it? Pit makes it fit. So there are so many ways you can teach children to blend. Once a child picks up blending, all it needs, it is the same technique that we need to use for reading even a longer word like this. So can we go this way? St, a, sta, stamp, stamp. Slither it along. Slither your fingers smoothly. A, stamp, stamp, stamp. Okay. And now on your arm, can we go? St, a, stamp, stamp, stamp. So the same technique can be used for any number of sounds in a word. You can use the same technique for a three-letter word. You can use the same technique for a four-letter word, or even longer words like insect, inspector, transport, ointment. So don't you think phonic is great? You don't have to memorize words. All you need is the logic to read them. So the first thing that we learned today is that you can use blending techniques to read any word, and this is called putting the sounds together is called blending. And how can I spell? What is the technique which I need to do for spelling? How can I teach my child spelling? So again, it is not a very hard thing. You can still try at home, and it goes like this. All you need is just some cards like this, picture cards. Okay, so you can show the child the picture cards, and you can ask the child, what is this word? This is a mat. What is this? It is a mat. So can you say the sounds in the word mat? Mm, ah. So how many sounds are there in the word mat? There are three sounds in mat. Can you do it? Mm, ah. Okay. Now I have another card, and it's a hen. So what are the sounds in the word hen? Eh, Can you say the sounds in hen? Eh, hen. So I'm ready. Now I can, if I know to say the sounds, if the child is trained to say the sounds in the word, when I say a word, child has to, get the skill of breaking the word into small units of sounds. So, eh, hmm. Now, if the child knows how to write the letter the child writes and then So, eh, hair, mm, is hen. You're right. Okay, so this is called segmenting. So, what is segmenting? Splitting a word or chopping a word into small units of sounds is called segmenting. So, you can have these cards. You can have, small cards, and we start usually with three-letter words. So, it is called CVC words. So what is called CVC? What is CVC word? So it is not a very, you don't have to worry about what is CVC. It's not a jargon. It's very simple. It is consonant, vowel, and a consonant word. So just like the word pin, or the word sit, or the word tin. So if you can teach the skill of reading three-letter word, the child can read even a longer word. So same thing. If a child is mastered writing or spelling of three-letter word, child can also write longer words. So the word I want my child to write, maybe the word is ostrich. Okay, So ostrich. For I'm sure when your child gets older, you might want to know how to write a longer word like ostrich. So what are the sounds you hear in the word ostrich? And this is a skill. First of all, you should understand that it is a skill, and any skill cannot be got overnight. So you need to practice it as many times as possible. So it should be small lessons and it should happen every day. Okay, so the word is ostrich, and I can break the word. And how do I break the word? O, s, t, oster, a, ostrich. And how many sounds are there in ostrich? There are 6 sounds, and ch is a digraph, and we'll be learning about it today. So ostrich, even a word like ostrich, a longer word like ostrich, can be written using phonics. Okay, so I might want to write the word finger. Okay, the fingers. So what are the sounds in the word finger? So a. Mm. And in jolly phonics, you have the sound mm. So a. Mm. Fing. So the last sound is a sound in English, and you'll be learning in the seventh group, almost in the seventh group of jolly phonics. So do you think jolly phonics helps? Does it help with reading and spelling? Yes, it does. Okay. So the last one I can do for you, and this is garden. So what are the sounds in the word garden? So g, a, d, e. So how many sounds in garden? G, a is the last sound we'll be learning today. So g, a, d, e. Garden. There are 5 sounds in the word garden. So reading with phonics and spelling with using phonics are, it can be done provided you give them a lot of practice. So that's what we do in our phonics center as well as in schools. So hope you enjoyed, or hope you understood what I was trying to tell to you, and we learned how to read and how to spell using phonics. But now we have some work to do. So we need to learn the rest of the sounds, right? Am I right? So today I'm not ready with any story, but I can teach you a lot of vocabulary today. So vocabulary development is something that you need to focus on, not only in schools, even at home. So they get to learn a lot of vocabulary. The child has to get exposed to as much vocabulary as possible in English language, because English is the most important language in a child's life. Most importantly, they learn their core subjects like mathematics or history and geography, or the science subjects. So English is very important, not only for reading and spelling, and also for comprehending what they read or learn. So the first step towards learning is to read a language or read English. So that's what we are doing right now. So I'm going to give you a clue now, and you're going to find what it is. Okay, so what is the sound? This letter G makes the sound G. Can you say G? And I'm going to give you a clue now, and you'll find out what it is. Okay, so I'm an animal. I have 4 legs. I have 2 horns, and I say, hey, hey, who am I? Yes, you're right. G, g, goat. G, g, guitar. G, g, garden. Sorry, ulta pulta. G, g, garden. G, g, gorilla. G, g, goose. Sorry, g, g, goose, and g, g, gate. So you can teach them a lot of vocabulary for a particular sound, and you know associate the sound with the vocabulary. So the next sound is O. O, as in ostrich, or as in ostrich. And now you pretend so to, the sound for the letter G is G, and the action is G. G. You love to play with water, right? Isn't it? If there is a water in a bowl or when it's raining, you love to play with it. So g. That is the sound the letter G makes. And now the letter O says off. You love to switch on the light and you love to switch off the light, right? So you go off, 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 off. That's right. So now the letter U, and the letter U says ah. Can you look at my mouth? Can you just imitate what I say? Ah, yeah. What is this? This is just an umbrella, and whenever it rains, you carry an umbrella with you. And how do you open your umbrella? Ah, ah. So umbrella, ah, under, up, uncle. So when you say up, under, uncle. So how much do you open your mouth? That is how you should say the sound up. So up, under, uncle. So those are the sounds, those are the words that you can associate your child to with the sound up. And then the next letter is the letter L. And children love to lick their lollipop, isn't it? So how do you lick your lollipop? Can you do the action, please, children? That is the sound the letter L makes. So the next sound is both your fingers. It's a flat fish. The fish is going flat. It's an air-filled fish. It goes like this. Or your tire gets flat. When the air goes out, what sound does it make? And your tire becomes flat, isn't it? So you can teach some words like the word finger, fish, flower, fan, feather. Okay, so the reason why we teach the words with the beginning sound, there is some reason behind it. The first and foremost thing the child needs to do when the child learns a sound is to identify the sound and identify the beginning sound in a word. So when I say the word finger or father or frog, so what is the first sound you hear? That is the first step towards blending. Sorry, that is the first step towards segmenting. That is spelling. When you want the child to develop a skill, that is, when you want the child to break the sound word into sounds, the child cannot get it immediately, the first instant. But if you had practiced a lot with the beginning sound, if I show the word if I say the word or show the card ostrich, child has to say what is the first sound or beginning sound in the word ostrich. Off is the first sound. So that is the first step towards spelling. That is the first step that your child is taking to segment a word. So what is the last sound that you hear in the word ostrich? Ostrich. You hear the ch. So the child later starts to identify the last sound. So at home, I would say as parents, you can start working on how to make them identify the beginning sounds in words. Okay, so you can show them a car and you say car. So what is the first sound you hear in the word car? So the first sound is k. Okay, so you can play games with them, and this is a maybe a clip. Okay, so what is the first sound in clip? So clip. And or maybe a duster. So what is the first sound in duster? D, d, duster. And what about bottle? B, b, bottle. So the first and foremost thing that your child needs to learn is to identify the beginning sound, and that's what we did today by introducing them to a lot of vocabulary. So not necessary, you can make your own flashcards, you can, whatever you find in your environment, maybe a tree, and you can say tree, chair. Okay, book, and lips. And that is what you can, that's something that you can do in, from your home. So the next sound is the next b. B. Can you do the action? Put your hands like this. You need a bat and a ball. So all you need is a bat and a ball at home, and you just have to hold your bat and a ball, or I've got a small bat for you to show it. So b, b, b. That is a sound the letter B makes. The sound that a bat makes when it hits a ball. So it is b, b. So I'm going to give you a task. I saw your wonderful video, and I'm sure there's so many kids watching this session. So I want you to do a task for me today. Okay. So the task is find anything and everything that you can find in your house which begins with the b sound. Okay. Take a, you know, uh, uh, paste it, and then write the letter B on it and paste it on whatever you find around your house. Put everything together. Probably you can bring everything together in the middle of your living room. Take a picture and send it across to us. Let's see what you can find. But I just found something here. I found a ball. So all I'm going to do is just write the letter B and put it on it. Yes. So I've already started the task. Oh, I've, I've already started it. So are you ready for the task? Okay. So spot everything around you. So which begins with the B sound. And parents, how can you help them find it? Okay, they go around, but you can also say something. I can spy something with my eyes, which begins with the B sound, and it's in our living room. I can spy something in our bookshelf, or shelf, that begins with the B sound. I can spy something with my eyes that's in the fridge, which begins with the B sound. So you can do this I Spy game with your children, and I'm sure your kids will find everything that's in your living room or your house or wherever it is. They'll pull everything out. So do not give them straightforward answers. Give them answers, questions like this. Don't give them don't tell them go get it from the living room, go get it from the fridge. Just tell them that it's here, it's there with your I Spy game. Okay, so let's go to the next sound. So we have just completed, by completing our three groups, we have just completed our three groups, and we have completed 18 sounds. With just completing 18 sounds, we can read, the child can read nearly not only 20 words or 30 words, it is unlimited. Just by reading 18 sounds, the child can read nearly 20,000 words. Can you believe that? Just by teaching the sounds of 18 letters, the children can read more than 20,000 words. So, and most importantly, we have completed something very important in English. So, what is very important, the most important sounds in English are the vowels. Okay, so the vowels, we have completed the short vowel sounds. So, what are the short vowel sounds? Ah, eh, e, or ah. Can you do the action? Ah, eh, e, or ah. Yeah, can you do it faster? Ah, eh, e, or ah. Can you sing along with me with the action? Ah, eh, e, or ah. Ah, eh, e, or ah. Ah, eh, e, or ah, or short words that we use. So what are these called? Short vowel sounds. So we have completed the short vowel sounds, and you might be looking forward to learn the long vowel sounds. So the long vowel sounds are nothing but the names of these letters. The way we have names, these letters also have names. These letters have names. The letter is this. The name of this letter is letter P. So the letter name for this is A, E, I, O, U, and that is the letter name. Not only the letter name or names of these letters, but also the long vowel sounds of this letter. So can we say a, e, o, a, or the short vowel sounds, and the long vowel sounds are a, e, I, O, and U. So if you want to have more clarity on it, we have put up a video on Phonics Power YouTube channel with a short vowel and long vowel sounds, and also these 42 sounds. Okay. After completing the short vowel sounds, we are going into the next concept, and this is two letters. Yes, you're right. You find two letters. So in English, sometimes two letters come together to make one sound. Okay? They don't make two different sounds. They don't make two different sounds. They make one single sound. The sound these letters make, these vowels make is A. Yeah? If you can't hear, what will you say? A. Cup your hands and say A. That is a sound A and I together makes. And there is a rule which goes here, and the rule says that whenever two vowels walk together, the first vowel says its name and the second vowel will be quiet. So what sound do they make? Both of them, what sound do they make? They together make the sound A. What sound do they make? You're right. So the second vowel is quiet. The first vowel says its name. What is the name of this letter? A. So getting back to the next sound, the sound is J. And what have you talked? Introduce a lot of vocabulary to the children, and I go with this. So J, J, jet, J, J, jacket, J, J. And I know children love this. Juice, J, J, juice, J, J, jam, and J, J, jar, and J, J. Yes, that's some jam. So J is the sound that we have learned now. So J, J. And again the same rule, two letters making one sound. So what sound do they make? O. When somebody falls down, you see it, and what you say? Oh, oh my God! We say that, right? Can we say oh? That is a sound. O and A together says oh. The next sound is I. To the action, captain says I. A salute. The captain salutes, but I salute to all the nurses and the doctors who are working untiringly for to help our COVID patients. I really salute them today. So how do you salute? I, 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 I. Come on, all of you salute to our nurses and doctors. And then E, E. Can you do the action? E, E. And why do we do this? Yeah. Have you seen donkeys? Do you like donkeys? Why do you, if you like them, why do you like them? I love donkeys. They might look lazy, lazy. They might look lazy, or people think they are lazy animals. But they have exceptional memory. They have exceptionally, they are intelligent. So I love them for that quality of them. And this is donkey's ears. And they say, come on, put your hands, your donkey's ears, and now flap your ears. E or E, and then the next sound is or. Okay, so E or E and or. Now, why do we say E or? What sound does a donkey make? What sound does a donkey make? That is the sound it makes, right? But an English donkey says E or E or E or. So that is the sound E. Double E says E, and whenever the letter O is followed by the letter R, it says or. Come on, do it. Or. Both your hands, please. Or. So let's revise the sounds that we have learned now for the day. So the sound. So the first sound. Okay, I got it. Is G. Do the action, please. G. And the next sound, switch on your lights and fan, and now switch it off. Off, 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 off. Ah. Open your umbrella and say ah. The next sound, the next sound, both your hands. P. Take your bat and your ball. I'm sure you should have one at home. Come on. P. P. And then A. A. The next sound, J. J. And the next, O. O. Like in the word boat, like in the word coat, like in the word soap. It says O. So introduce them to a lot of vocabulary. That is the takeaway today. So and then salute. I. Come on, do it. I. And then E. E. And then or. E or and what is the action for it? Donkey's ears. So or and or. Now the next set of sounds. Okay, the letter Z. The sound the letter Z we make. Some of us make a lot of mistakes with the sound, so please be careful with it. The sound goes like this. It's a sound of a buzzing bee. So I've got your bees today. So what sound does a bee make? Zzz, 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 zzz. Put your hands, flap your wings and say zzz, 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 zzz. So it's a vibrating sound and it is zzz, zzz. Many of us try to say zip for zip and zero. It's not zero, it's zero. And it's zigzag and it's zoo. So you have the zip, okay, and then you have zero, you have zigzag, and then our lovely zoo, right? So that's the sound we have learned, and you have to do this. The next sound is, yeah, I got your wolf back. And what sound does a wolf make? What sound does it make? So that's the sound the letter W makes. It is kissing mouth. Spout your mouth. Like in the word wand, like in the word wash. Say along with me, children. Water. It is not water. Okay, it's not water. It's water. It's not wash. It is wash. Say the word wallet and the word winter and what are you doing and not what are you doing. Okay, so it is what and what. That is the sound the letter W makes. And this sound is Can you say do the action? So like in the word song, long, king. So is the sound that these two letters whenever they come together make. And what do we call when two letters make the same sound? When two letters make one sound, what do we call them? We say it's a digraph, and here it is what do we call two letters making one sound? Digraph. And what is the sound here? So what is this? the letter V. And we love to drive our, like to pretend to drive van. So I have your wheels with us, but it is a wheel. Sorry, we have our steering wheel with us, but it is a van steering wheel. So how do I drive? Come on, put your hands as if you're holding your steering wheel. Now say, hold it tightly and say, bite your lips and say. So there's a difference between the letter W and the letter V. The letter V. W and V are not the same. For the letter W, you say wah. Can you do the action? Wah. And the action is this. Wah. Okay. And spouted mouth. And what is the action for the letter V? Bite your lips and say. Okay. The next sound, like in any of our regional languages, we have this little oo and long oo. And we have oo, 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 oo. In the word cook, it is little oo. And in the word moon, it is long oo. So we have this little oo and long oo, oo and oo, oo, oo. So I'm going to say some words. You're going to say whether it is little oo or long oo. Okay. So I say the word spoon. Is it little oo or long oo? Spoon. Long oo. In the word wood. Little oo or long oo? Wood. Wood. It is a little oo. And the word is zoo. We love zoo. So what are the sounds in zoo? Z, oo. And what is this? What sound does the double O makes in the word zoo? It is long oo. And what about the word, did I say spoon? Okay. So what is this? What is the sound that's in the word spoon? Double O makes in the word spoon. Is it little oo or long oo? Spoon. Yes, you're right. It's long oo. So we have completed the fifth group in Jolly Phonics. And let's revise the sound. Z, z, z. And we have the W. I've lost it. W, W. And it's here. W. And then and then and then oh, ooh, ooh, and ooh. So, and what is this? And now we have this famous song, cuckoo, cuckoo, right? So that is a song, cuckoo, cuckoo, ooh. That's a cuckoo is making the sound, ooh, 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 ooh. So done. We had a wonderful evening today, and I'm going to wind up for the day. Thanks for watching me on VELAMMAL NEXUS YouTube channel, and remember to do the task for the B sound. And signing off from you now, Shalini here. Have a good night. Thank you.